Hey, how are you? So good, so good, so good. Yay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and get started. If you want to go ahead and mute yourself, if you want to, we're going to do a journey. So if you want to keep your camera on, that's cool. If you want to turn it off, that's cool. This is going to be recorded. It'll go on YouTube. It'll be sent out. So I want you to be as comfortable as possible. Cool? Yay. Yay, yay. All right. So, welcome, welcome, welcome to the next in the Start Strong series. Over the last couple of meetings, we have talked about how January doesn't have to be a push, 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 push. There is this strong feeling that we have to have our goals, we have to be achieving our goals, do, do, do. And we've just come off of the holiday season, and it's time for a pause for crying out loud. So let's take January as a pause, continue to do so. I know we only have a couple days left, but I really want to allow you this opportunity to have some more clarity in this pause before we start the real new year, which starts the Lunar New Year in the middle of February. So let's just get out of our heads. Let's get into our bodies. This is time for you. So let's go ahead and start with just doing some tapping into the body. So tap thighs. You can do a little marching if you want. Breathing in and out. And then let's do our crossover. Homeolateral to crossover. That's going to get us not only working our left side and our right side of our brain together, but it also just brings us into this moment so that we can be receptive because this is time for you, for me, together. Loving it, loving it, loving it. Okay, so we're going to let go today. I want you to be in a comfortable position. I want you to have some water next to you, and I want you to have your journal next to you. We're going to be journaling at the end so that you can capture all of the incredible wisdom that your body, your essence, your divine spirit team, yourself shares with you. So if you need to take a minute, go grab that. Otherwise, just get settled in, super comfy. If you happen to fall asleep, don't worry, it's perfect for you. You're going to get what you need. And there's always a recording. Wonderful. All right. So go ahead and my son used my chair last night for homework. And so now the arms are way up here, but it'll be fine. All right. So I want you to go ahead and get comfortable, super comfortable, because we're going to go on a little journey. So just feel your bum sitting on your chair, on the floor, on the couch. Not driving because we're going on a journey. If you're driving, just hang up and you can see the recording. But otherwise, feel your body being held wherever you are right now. Feel gravity holding you. Feel your surroundings holding you. Feel me holding you. And let's call in the divine support team, mine and yours. I have a candle lit for us in unity. I call on the divine support team. I call on you in light, in love, in grace, in compassion, in peace, in power and protection. May healing, peace, power, joy, grace, ease, and protection abound. For us listening live, on the replay, and for all living beings. All right, and that feels yummy. Okay, so from this place, I'm going to invite you just to start breathing in your own rhythm, nice and deep. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that. We're just going to get right into it. So take 3 deep breaths, as deep as is comfortable and available to you today, right now. Let go of the outside world. Let go of the cold, let go of the warm, just be with you. And on the third exhale, I'm going to invite you to walk out the front door of your heart. And as you walk out the front door of your heart, you see this beautiful meadow in front of you. And you walk through the meadow. There are butterflies, there's grass, the sun is shining. Beautiful meadow, flowers. And just at the outskirts of the meadow, you see a grove of trees and start walking towards the and you approach that edge and recognize it's actually a threshold. And you go ahead and you walk through the threshold of that grove of beautiful trees. And on the other side of that threshold, you see a mountain, gorgeous mountain, snow-capped mountain, covered with clouds all around it. You see prayer flags floating in the wind, and you think, this looks like Tibet. This looks like I'm in the Himalayas. But you don't feel cold. You feel safe and exhilarated. It's beautiful, pure, pristine, the air. You see people around you and they're all smiling and look so peaceful. And just then, a person approaches you and they introduce themselves to you as your Sherpa. And you're thinking, okay, well, let's go on a journey. You recognize that this Sherpa is someone from your divine support team. And they're here to guide you on what you recognize as a very important pilgrimage. They motion for you to take off your backpack. And at that point, you don't even realize that you were wearing a backpack, but you acknowledge that, okay, I'll set this backpack down. You have everything you need, they tell you. You'll be well taken care of. So as you set it down, you start to hear all of these voices inside your backpack. It's a voice of worry. It's a voice of responsibility. It's a giggle. It's a fear. It's a frustration. It's an excitement. It's happiness. It's grief. They're all trying to talk over one another. They're all trying to get your attention. They all want to go with you. No one wants to get left behind. I don't want to get left behind, says happiness with grief. But you realize, I'm just going to set this all down right now. I'll be back. Your Sherpa reassures you that it's all going to be okay and starts to take you towards the path on the mountain. The wind is blowing. The clouds are blanketing the mountain so that you can't see all the way to the top. But you feel safe, you feel prepared, and you feel well taken care of. So you agree to go. You notice the prayer flags that are flying in the wind again. And the Sherpa watches you notice the colors of the flags and how they're waving, and they seem to be so free. She tells you that it's time to start letting go, and it's time to start shedding layers. You continue on the path, and the wind is starting to pick up. You feel it. You feel bits of your identity that you once held and that were once of great importance to you, that help define who you are, you start to feel those coming to the surface more prevalent, prevalently, more dominantly. And then suddenly you recognize that they start blowing away. You have this strong sense that you're not going to cease to exist without these right now, without these labels, without these identities. And as they start blowing off of you, you start to realize that you've been really weighed down by all of these identities, by all of these titles. It's almost as though you feel limited in what seems to be these defined boxes, and that you haven't been able to be expressing your true self fully just because of how they've been defined. Not right or wrong, no judgment. It's just a recognition. Slowly they start to blow away. Your roles, your titles, your name, your job. You're a strong person, a daughter, a mother, a good person, over controlling, a healer, someone who's always in control or has to be in control. You're letting go of the dreams that you once had that were unfulfilled. Letting go of being overly emotional. Letting go of being cold. Letting go of being someone's lover, mother. And suddenly you just really start to feel free. And you realize that all of these identities and all of these labels and all of these emotions that have been released, they're fine because they are right now blowing with the prayer flags. So they're being blessed. They're being well cared for. And at this point of feeling so free and light, you realize these identities have served an incredible purpose in your life. They have made you who you are. They have brought you to where you are. They've helped you become this incredible person that you are right now. And you're grateful for them, not resentful, not sad. You see them floating and feeling free, knowing that they're not necessarily gone forever. They're just airing out, just like you are currently airing out in this pristine air. As you realize that these are floating around and they're feeling free and you're feeling free, you realize you're already at the summit. You haven't even really noticed how far you've already come. You've broken through the cloud forest that was there and you can see the summit. You also realize that you are at a significant point in your life, in your inner development. And it's at this summit, with all of this weight of the world off your shoulders, that you realize that there is more of you, even more of you, that is wanting to be expressed in your life now. And now, with all of this baggage off of you, there's room for exploration and there's room for even greater expression, more expansion of who you are capable of being, that you haven't had time to be up until this point. And now that you're at the summit, you look down at your body and you realized that you have arrived here, and you've arrived here in what is just your pure essence, nothing else. It's just your pure essence. This is that eternal part of you that is true and present in any of your lifetimes, in any dimension, in any realm. It's the one that is eternal. The identities that are being aired out right now are just simply layers of this lifetime. Your Sherpa now sees you and recognizes that you've reached your internal summit as well. She nods to you and gives you time and space to connect with your pure essence. And as you connect with your essence, you start to communicate about what's next for you in this lifetime as you continue your journey. And in communicating with your essence, you ask, what is it that I am meant to do in this lifetime? What is the blueprint that I agreed to before I was born? You listen, you laugh, you have a better understanding of what's still available for you to experience. What legacy you can still live right now in your life, and what you can leave behind for your loved ones as they remember you after this lifetime. You feel so much gratitude for the clarity, for this incredible clarity about what you can do next, who you can be next. This summit has provided you not only with an incredible view of this gorgeous geography, but also of the internal map that you now understand about yourself and your life a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit deeper. Your Sherpa nods to you, knowing that you have received what you came here to receive, your souvenir. And she nods to you that it's time to go. She starts towards a cave that you didn't even recognize was there. And she goes in, and you see that there is a golden slide, and you follow her down the slide, giggling, waving your arms in the air, feeling like a kid again, laughing, feeling delight. And you arrive at the base of the mountain. You walk out the cave, and you see your backpack there. And for a minute, you feel a sense of, but then you realize, again, based upon the conversation with your true essence, that you have a choice. You have everything that you've had in the past still available to you, but you also have room for more or different choices. And so you choose what gets left behind, the identities, the titles, the shoulds that maybe aren't yours or that you've outgrown. You don't need them anymore. You can leave them here. They will continue to be blessed by the prayer flags that are still flying. And you take what is important to you with a new understanding and a new appreciation for how you can make it even shinier, make it fit even more comfortably in your expanded view of life. And with that, you pick up your backpack and you put it back on with those things that are eligible to make the journey back with you. And you return to the grove of trees You walk through the threshold and arrive back at that gorgeous meadow. And you sit down for just a minute to take it all in, just taking it in with such gratitude, embodying those feelings of wisdom, the wisdom of your true essence. Take a few deep breaths. And on the third breath, I invite you back through the front door of your heart and into your body. It feels different. Very, very slowly, with pure reverence, very slowly. Start to open your eyes, but focus only on one thing in your room. Open them very slowly. And as you come back into this now time and place, I invite you to take out your journal or your voice notes and jot down a couple of short notes. Shorthand is the word I was trying to come up with. I was still on the mountain, I think. Just little shorthand notes that'll help you remember. And use this wisdom, this insight, these findings as you finish your day today, as you think about your day tomorrow, as you think about the remainder of this year, and again, that legacy that you're building going forward. I'll give you a few minutes for that. And you are not obligated, but if you do want to share anything, sometimes it's also super helpful to say it out loud to help process it, but not obligated. Keeping some beautiful deep breaths. I'm going to take some water. I'm actually going to breathe in to my water, part of what I received, so that I can blow that into my water. And then as I drink it, it helps to inform my cells. Hmm, This is the third time I've done this one, and it still gets me. That's beautiful. Even when I guide it in my out loud voice. Hmm. Hmm. So when you see the recording, you'll notice I had my notes, my own little map, because sometimes I go off track. And this time I only had 30 minutes. Follow the map, stay on the path. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. Any questions, any insights, any ahas, any comments? Mm, beautiful. I'm going to stop the recording right now. And let's see if I can. Oh, you know what? If so, I'm using a new recording editing software. I think I can stop without it exiting everybody. Let me see.